do you feel like most organizations are putting too much emphasis on the topic of their video?
Yeah. Oh,
and not enough emphasis on the actual kind of human connection part of it?
Yeah, 100%. I think that's the big failure that's happened on YouTube, right? And this is something that we have witnessed the collapse of. It's Rome. It's in shambles at this point, right? Is you're optimizing the wrong thing. All right. It actually reminds me of my favorite show on TV right now, which is The Prophet with Marcus Lemonis. You guys have seen this?
Oh, yeah.
Marcus Lemonis. So I love this show, right? I get like emotionally involved in this show. And we fail because we don't follow the Prophet model, right? Like Marcus Lemonis doesn't go out in front of the whiteboard and teach. He's like, this is what we're going to do. You know, it's like, you're going to take the trash out of this place. And, you know, he's not doing that. He gets his hands dirty. He's out. He's got a show, and he shows off what he can do. He's not necessarily teaching what he can do. I mean, there are teaching moments, but he's showing us that he can do this, that he's qualified to do this. So we fail on YouTube because we're not showing off our skills. We're not actually optimizing the video for watchability, right? So we make these crummy videos. I'm not pointing any fingers, okay? For those of you listening right now, that's like he's talking about me. I'm not pointing any fingers. I forgive you, okay? But we fail on YouTube because you make this crummy video and then you throw a bunch of keywords in it and you're like, we're perfectly optimized for YouTube. When YouTube is a viewing platform, right? Even if you do have a good title, if people are dropping off in your video during your intro because you took 3 minutes to introduce yourself, you know, I'm Bill Jones, I'm the president, CEO, and the FBC of the, you know, chairman of the board over here, and we've done over $4 million in sales in the last 10 years. It's like, geez Louise, man, Thelma drove that car down off the cliff by now, right? You've got to get in. You've got to be sharp. You've got to have a show that's watchable. And if you can master that, there is a format, by the way. There is a format for being watchable, but everyone's too busy buying courses on SEO. And that's what you have to get off of. You have to start like turning around and looking at a new way.
What would you tell me to do? If I came to you, if I came to Owen Video, if I came to you, the YouTube channel coach of the stars, and said, I need more subscribers and I need to sell stuff. And you know what? I'm even thinking about franchising this.
Yeah, that's good.
Give me some free advice, good sir.
That's a great, yeah, that's it. Okay, so that's really, really good. You know, and this kind of sort of emphasizes the big reason where we all fail on YouTube, because we're business owners. We're in business in one way, shape, or form, right? Even as a thought leader, even as someone who's a speaker or the podcaster, you've got a product to sell, you've got affiliates, and you've got maybe even sponsors that you're trying to appease. So there's this business component to it. And here's where we all make mistakes, right? If you're selling pet accessories, the big mistake that you're going to make on YouTube is you're going to make a collection of videos that are only designed for your buying customers. That's the person who goes to the web and says, I need a pet necklace today, right? Like pet necklaces. That's a buyer, right? That's someone who's searching, and they're going to find a video. They're going to click on a video that's most like what they're searching for, okay? Now, you got to think of the mindset of that viewer. That viewer is looking for a solution. The mind of that searcher, okay, is looking to get a question answered and move on. So what you're looking at is a very, very low amount of people that are going to run to your channel, first of all, because they're only qualified customers. You have a chance at earning that customer, but really they're just in there to get the information, and you have to sort of win them over right then and there, or they're Xing out. What that does is this. It creates videos with very, very low watch time. And when people aren't spending time on your video, when they're skipping through the beginning, watching a middle chunk, and then skipping through the end, that sends a low watch time signal to the YouTube algorithm, and YouTube goes, let's not share this video out with any more people, because they're clicking on this video and then they're going to an Amazon link, and we don't want them on Amazon. We want them on YouTube. Or they're watching this video, watching 30 seconds in the middle, and then going off site, and YouTube's like, we're not retaining that viewer. So you've got to know that, and knowing that, you want to create a presence on YouTube that takes what you know, presents you as the expert, and build a show around it. Okay, you want to build a show. This is a video with a recurring theme and topic, and you may even want to create 2 shows on your channel. Now I'm getting a little crazy here, but like, let's say you're the pet accessory person. So you're going to make one show that maybe reviews Well, let me back up. You're going to make one show designed for your core audience, which is like, hey, the leather pet leash. It's like product videos. Like, hey, everybody, Home Shopping Network, right? Like, hey, everybody, our product of the week is the, the pet necklace. And we also have this like, doggy thing and da-da-da-da. And here they're leather and there's a fact and here's a fact. And you guys can pick this up. There's a link in the description box below, right? You're going to make that's one show. And you're going to do that regularly, right? Every Thursday, 2 p.m. a new show is published. But you're also going to create a show for the wider audience. 60% of America owns a pet. 60% of America owns a pet, okay? But you're only making videos for the percentage of them that wants to buy a specific product today. Make videos for the larger pet audience. So here's what you do is you make videos that are kind of like, pet expert reviews Benji's latest accessories, right? Or like, was the latest Benji movie animal friendly, right? Yep. And you're actually
Pet Care 101,
right?
Sending your dog to the psychic, just anything, but broader, not specific.
It's huge. That's trending, I think, right now on YouTube. But yeah, you want this wide level, this big net. So you're putting, okay, the pet lovers of America, right, into an audience that will see your videos whether or not they're subscribed to you. Okay, and that's really important because YouTube is not just a search engine. That's one leg of the table. But YouTube also has this robust algorithm with where it's suggesting and recommending videos. And so when a pet lover logs in, and maybe he's logging in to watch my buddy Animal Facts, who has a brilliant channel. I've watched him grow his channel from like 0 to hero, close to, I think he's 100,000 subscribers now. And what he does is he just kind of, it's just like pet facts and poodle facts and retriever facts. So, you've got Pet Lover USA logging into their phone at night, watching these pet videos, and then your pet care pops up in the up next section, or YouTube recommends this video next because they've recognized you as a pet lover. So moving your content strategy from only making videos for your purchasing customers to widening that to the larger affinity audience is the strategy on YouTube. That is what's going to make or break you. And there is a formula for you to follow if that's the route you want to take.
As everybody who listens to Social Pros probably knows, the other social networks, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, etc., oftentimes LinkedIn don't give posts that include a link to YouTube a whole lot of algorithmic love, right? Because by definition, you're intending to leave their platform and go to the YouTube platform. In order to achieve velocity, let's say you put out a video at 2:00, would you recommend to our audience that they post about their new video in social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn, or does that not work and isn't worth the effort?
Yeah, it all depends on like what your audience responds to on that platform, right? If you're like this great Facebook group person and there's no culture built around sending people to YouTube, then I think that your average post response is like what you could expect from that. I think that it's a good idea to see what happens, right? Post it in your Facebook group, post it on your profile. And try to post it different ways, right? But you've got to look at your analytics on YouTube and take a look at where your traffic came from, right? Did you get reasonable traffic from YouTube? How many people actually clicked? And you can get this from a free YouTube account, right? This is great analytics. Why is it called the most mature platform? And if it's negligible, you may want to expend that energy elsewhere. You guys know I'm a cancer survivor, and now I'm like doing this whole post-cancer life thing where everything in your body starts to sort of like ache and pain, and then you're like, oh my gosh, am I sick again? And you're going back into the doctor all the time. So like I have learned how to be extremely, productive with my time. And taking a look at your time, Jay, you mentioned this yesterday. You said, we often don't think about how long it takes to do something. If you might, I'm just going to post on here real fast, but then responding to the comments and going back and checking on it and then looking at your analytics, you got 30 people over there. Was that worth it for you? Like, was that worth the time? So check your analytics. And the second thing I would say is build a culture around your YouTube channel, right? Where everyone expects that on Wednesday, you're going to promote your release of your YouTube video. You know, I've got a couple of clients that do this really well. The Haas Tools, they're at gardening show. Check it out. These guys are incredible. They sell plants to like gardening centers and direct to consumer, right? So they got this show where the dad, who's the CEO of the company, very, very sharp guy, YouTube increased his profitability 41% by adding a millennial customer this year. Brilliant stuff. Dad comes out in like overalls, right? He's just got this really dry personality, but he comes out in like overalls and a straw hat, you know, like I'm a farmer, right? And he premieres the video on YouTube and drives his traffic there. Like this new video is coming out, this new video is coming out. There's a culture around them. And if you can create culture around your YouTube channel and you're showing content there that nobody else can get, like that's what you want to do. That's the way that you want to do it.